Hey everybody, Pastor Dan here. This is part of our Meet the Council series where I am recording interviews with each of our new church council members. And I am very excited today to be joined by our new church moderator, Dick Carter. How are you doing today, Dick?
Doing good.
Excellent. Now, Dick, you're not exactly new to council. You're just starting a new term as church moderator. You were assistant moderator before. You've been on council a fair bit over the years. Why don't you start things off by just telling us a little bit about your faith journey and your history at our church?
I Next month will be hitting the big 6-9 for a birthday. And for those 6-9 years, I have been in this church. Grew up here. I grew up with the choir. I've always been in choir. I mean, since there was a cherub choir, junior choir, then the senior choir. And I've been in them all, and I've been in them forever. So that's been an important part for my life has been the choir. Growing up, I can remember being baptized. I wasn't sure I wanted to be baptized. I was nervous about it. I finally decided, okay, I'm going to go through with this. I still was nervous about it, even just waiting in line to get baptized. And the minute I stepped into that pool, it was nice and warm. And I don't know why, if that had anything to do with it, but it was just like, this is the right thing. Ever since then, I've been pretty active in the church. I mean, yeah, that happened when I was 12 years old, I think. And in the meantime, while I was 18, which would have been my freshman year in college, they decided to try something new because back then they had all the boards. There was the deacons and the stewardship and blah blah blah, all those boards, and Christian ed and so forth. And so the first board I was asked to serve on was the board of deacons, and basically they kind of said, "Oh, you can be a junior deacon," but I went to all the meetings and I had a vote and blah blah. So I think I have been on a board or part of council all the rest of the time, for the exception of maybe 6 years total.
Yeah, well, I
Uh,
know, I mean, I've been here at the church for 8 years and you've been on council, I'm pretty sure that entire time. I'm trying to do the math though. So if you're about to turn 69 and you joined the church when you were around 12, you've been a member here for what, 57, 58 years,
yeah,
somewhere in there? That's incredible.
yeah.
So, well, you might be one of the best people to ask this question to then because you've been in leadership for so long and part of our church for decades. You're the church moderator. What exactly does a church moderator do?
Well, he kind of leads all the business of the church. Brings it to the board or the council. Sorry, go back and forth between the two here. The council, runs everything pretty much as far as what's going to be happening and what's going on. And so, and then if it needs to go before the congregation, that's part of my responsibility there is to bring it before the congregation. And I guess technically I'm your boss. So,
That is
uh,
correct.
yeah,
Yes.
it's been like a good long time since I was moderator. So I'm not nervous, but anxious a little bit about taking over again and see how things go. But I'm liking the board that we've gotten. Council, excuse me.
Yeah.
Again, I did it. The council that's coming on board. There we go.
Yeah, it's a great collection of leaders from a really broad range of life experiences and even age range and time at our church. I think at a recent event, I think it was Beth Dickinson pointed out that we've got just about every decade in age represented on council, from someone in their 20s to someone in their 70s. So,
Yeah.
that's pretty incredible, and it does really reflect the diverse makeup of our congregation. I'm excited too. Looking at this next year, I know church moderator is a 2-year term, but what are some of your hopes? What are you looking forward to in this next year as a church?
Probably the continued church growth. Um, we're still kind of shy, I think, attendance wise. I mean, it's better than what it was since you've come, so that's a great thing. And I just want to keep that momentum going to keep the our church family growing, and try to be very aware of what people are asking for, and to keep the water smooth, so to speak.
No, I hear you on that. One of the things I love about being Baptist is the way we run our churches. It really
Yeah,
is a more democratic approach. And that's even part of the reason for these videos. I mean, uh, I want folks to have the opportunity to meet their church council so that they can bring concerns to you guys and communicate things, and so that the leadership of the church knows where the people's at and can really shape the church to both lead the people and represent them well. So
Mhm.
I'm excited to have you leading the ship. I'm excited to have you as a boss for the next 2 years, Dick. Thank you so much for joining me today and doing this video. For everyone who's watching, we will see you at worship this Sunday at 10 a.m. Grace and peace.